Okay, good morning everyone. Welcome back to the vlog. In the car with me is Alexander.
Hello.
And Matthias. Now, if you guys have seen our previous tower farm videos, you've seen Matthias and he was there to set up the first King Tower farm. And now Alex has joined Matthias and they're both working with me and helps with marketing our farm. And they run the Agrotonomy Instagram and Facebook page and YouTube page, right?
That's correct. Yes.
So tell us more about the and TikTok. They were saying TikTok's one of their bigger markets. Tell us a little something about yourselves.
So my name is Alex from Agrotonomy, and this is my father Matthias, and we run Agrotonomy. And come check us out on our Instagram account. You'll see what we do. We set up vertical farms all around the world, and we're here visiting Angie's farm, which is in a greenhouse. It's a state-of-the-art greenhouse and absolutely amazing. So yeah, super happy to be here and super happy to be visiting Angie.
So we are on the way today to the Malate farm, which is the rooftop indoor farm that we first set up, and we're gonna check out the plants, which is 30 days old for the first batch and about 18 days old for the second batch. And even Mikey was saying yesterday that some of the kangkong might need to be harvested already. So I told him not to touch it so that we can check it out ourselves.
We're really looking forward to seeing the indoor farm, because what we have seen so far, I would consider it as the beacon of tower farms in Asia, and if not of just vertical farming, but it's incredible what Angie has been accomplishing, and I can't wait just to see the next farm that she has set up in the city, for sure.
Well, I think, okay, like the setup, it's like the indoor farm is not as complex as the outdoor one. The outdoor one we went nuts, but the indoor one is still more conventional tower farm style with the individual pumps per tower and then the holding tank, the mixing tank. Actually, all the old like A and B tanks that we first had, it moved here. So
That's why
that's why we upgraded the other tanks in the farm to different tanks.
But tower farming is all about versatility. It's all about being able to set up a tower farm indoors, outdoors, in a building, on a rooftop, inside a greenhouse. And I think that you are just the embodiment of just using vertical farming to its best applications, and you're really pushing the envelope in a way that showing the versatility of the technology in a way that can be accessible to all. And I want to really thank you for that, because it was very inspiring what we have seen so far, and it's why I'm just impatiently looking forward to seeing the other farm.
It's funny how I would have thought that another country would be on the cutting leading edge for vertical tower farming and not here in the Philippines.
Well, let's say that you really have been very innovative on taking the technology and making it even better.
I've tried my best.
And so one of the awesome benefits of having an urban farm in the city like this is that you're really redefining the food supply chain. You're not depending on having all these vegetables and leafy greens, traveling large distances to get to the city. You're growing it within city limits, and you're minimizing the amount of food miles or food kilometers that's associated with those crops. So I think that's an inspiration to a lot of city dwellers and showing people what is possible in an urban environment.
100%. And we're super close already. We'll update you guys when we get to the office. So this corner is my hotel. This is our flagship hotel. This is called Hotel Ava Malate. And right across it is Manila Zoo, actually. I always do this shot, and seeing all the plants makes me so happy. There you go. We'll walk there later. Okay, we're back in the office, excited to see the plants. Dropping off our stuff.
Over 100 projects right now in over 34 countries, not over, in exactly 34 countries.
Yeah.
And I would just say that Angie has taken the technology to the next level by retrofitting a farm in the most eco-friendly, intelligent way that I can imagine. She's basically taken what we call main sun hydroponics, and she's adapted that to an aeroponic vertical system, which is nothing short from being a genius.
And it works.
That's the whole point. That's the whole point.
Super cool. Awesome setup.
Welcome to day 30, and the first 2 rows are day 30, and then everything else is like 18 days. Welcome back to the Rooftop farm. I'm so happy to always be here, and we have some successful growing. As you can see, it's so beautiful. Now this is a bok choy. This is almost ready for harvest, and we are almost ready to take on visitors here. We have some kangkong that's going crazy. We have to study how to put the LED lighting on an adjustable rail so that we can compensate for the plant growth. Now we've also learned from Matthias and Alex that some of the plants here need some help. Like for example, the tomato over here, this needs a trellis so that it can actually crawl on something so that it can get supported. If not, when it starts fruiting, it's actually going to pull itself out of the tower cup. Now over here we have another bok choy variety, and then here I don't know what that is, but that looks beautiful. Everything looks beautiful. I'm so happy to be here. Now we also got some tips from Matthias saying that we need to adjust the way the air conditioner blows. It shouldn't be directly on the plants. We should deflect it on the side and then have some air circulation in the whole system. We also need a CO2 emitter, which I need to research because I don't know what that is. So problem when the leaves are drooping down is maybe a lack of CO2, or again maybe the air conditioner being too cold. And off the bat, we've been running the air conditioner for only 8 hours, believe it or not. For the 8 hours, the air conditioner is turned on, but we actually turn it off when the office closes. And throughout the whole evening, the temperature stays stable at 25 degrees Celsius. I think we can grow strawberries here. Should I try growing strawberries? Because that will be exciting. So we also learned that this is the wrong plant. This is a pole bean plant, which means it needs a trellis. So we might build a trellis here on the wall here so that we can make it crawl over. Now, some of the other plants here in the younger day plants didn't do so well. So we have some dead cups here. I don't know if you can see it. I'm a little overexposed. Now the office was saying that this is too much vegetables for them to use. So what we're gonna do in the first half is actually use it to feed our employees first. And then after that, figure out how to cycle everything so that we can grow it in a weekly basis so that we can harvest on a weekly basis. On the board here, we have our temperature 24.5 Celsius with a relative humidity of 52 degrees. I put some stuff we need to buy. We need to buy some scales, some pruners, a basket, create some airflow, diffuse the AC blower, and create light rails. Now let's do some B-roll. We are having water leak issues with one of the filler taps, so I've actually fixed it because the wire was looped around the little plunger. Some other learning is the top cups are useless, so we can actually remove all the top cups. So Matthias is actually giving us tips, and we've learned quite a few things. The note board over there is actually more full now, and we are going to end up removing the stack to make it a 9-pod system. And we have problems with the LED lighting, so we want to paint the floor white epoxy so that the LED photons can bounce over the floor and hit the other plants on the other side. Also, we had a leak problem that I fixed already, and we actually still have to figure out what to do with the crawling plants like tomatoes and stuff. So lots of tips.
Hello, how are you? Well, it's work in progress, but it's very encouraging, everything that we're seeing here. Okay, once again, Angie did it.
Doing it, still figuring it out. It's thanks to these guys who are here every day, but it's such a fun thing to see, and it's just visually beautiful to be here. And the water sounds like relaxing. There should be, no, you should have chairs here, like meditation room. And malamig na rin eh. Okay, we've had enough chit chat. We are leaving and going to Hotel Eva Malate so I can show them what is happening with the wall gardens. That looks so cool.
So, because
But for the naked eye, you're like,
to make it small,
Yan. Spot interview. Kamusta yung plants sa likod nyo?
Okay naman.
Nakakapogi po na.
Nakakapogi? Points ba? Points? Pero sana mag-last. Oh, one of my favorite spots here is the Tunnel of Love. I know you can't see the color of the plants. Received another batch of 3,500 plants. Welcome to Asgard, and I haven't been in this room in ages. And what should we do with this guy when we renovate? Keep him in the. We should build a room that's the memorabilia room. So the room has been occupied. Kind of dark. Apparently there was people like 30 party people here last night. The hammer, Moulineer, are you worthy? Everyone tries to pull it out. I'm sure you can break it off, but that's the effect. And this was the portal.
Star Wars.
This room is too old already and needs to be renovated. And what do you think? We might make it a Angie Mead garage room. So put a car upstairs. I just don't know how we're gonna do it. Have to punch a hole in the wall. Thank you.
What else? I just wanted to show you because one of my favorite rooms were Austin Powers before. Alright, I will when I go upstairs.
So what did you think of the tour?
Absolutely amazing. A true inspiration for urban growers.
It's been fun. I like showing people the projects and seeing the reactions because yeah, even I get impressed because I don't visit regularly and I see progress every time we visit. What do you think, Matthias?
I just love it. I find it very inspiring. Once again, I may repeat myself, but I really think that this is the type of project that will rub off on so many other people. And thank you for being the pioneer here in Southeast Asia of this technology and pushing the envelope, taking it to the next level. So congratulations, and it was a it was a wonderful visit.
Thank you. Always trying to be, not just be different, but yes, push the envelope. I guess with everything that I do.
Yes.
Push the envelope.
Yes.
But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and if you guys want to follow Agrotonomy on Instagram, you can chat with Matthias and Alex and see all the crazy content that they've been making with the tower farms and all the other farm projects around the world. How many countries are you guys in?
34.
34 countries, believe that, and it's just gonna get bigger and bigger. The interest for tower gardening has just boomed, and we think it's going to be the next thing because growing vegetables outside in the natural environment is very difficult already with the, as Matthias said, atrocious weather because it is unpredictable. It's either raining too much, sunning too much, sunning too little, and you just can't time anything anymore. So it's the future.
Absolutely.
But we cannot reinvent the seasons nor the weather pattern, but we can circumvent them through urban farming and
Amen.
vertical farming in general.
Yes. And I mean, there's still spaces for soil, as we both agreed that some plants still grow better in soil, but if you want a surefire way to grow vegetables, there's nothing like the tower gardens.
I agree.
Very true.
I agree.
And on that note, we'll see you guys again in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.